It's time for another update on the Riese map that I was working on and came back to recently after a very long time. What have I done? Let's see, let's start a game. Goes Nikolai. So, there's quite a lot of changes I've made. So the first thing is the friendly AI now spawn in front of you instead of behind, which sounds like a little change, but it was actually quite important, because when I have them spawn behind me, the first thing that happens in the game usually is you'll get a detection meter from one of these two windows. They're the first to spawn, and because you're standing here and the detection meter is behind you, and then you see a heavy gunner, first instinct may be to start shooting him even though he's friendly, because he's an enemy play model. So I made sure they're in front, and also just so you notice them. And another cool thing is it kind of stops you camping up here forever, because if they all die, they don't respawn if you're looking right in front of them here. I don't think I showed the new teleporter pad, I can't remember, but if I didn't, here it is. I tried to make something a little bigger, a little more prominent, and have a sort of weird kind of sci-fi effect. It's the best I could do. Another thing is I've put gates up here where this invisible wall is now, just so it's a little less like random. And there's invisible walls around the whole map in terms of things that are locked away. So it makes it a little more consistent that these things are locked. You should be able to get to them, but you can't because you have to turn the power on. So yeah, that's the first thing I did. At the moment, the AI aren't spawning in due to, like, there's an issue I've been having quite a lot, which is a little concerning, where sometimes the AI just do not know how to vault into the map. They just don't do it. I have no idea why. Freaked me out at first, the first time I was doing it, because I kept having to change and move things to try and get it to work. But then other days it just works perfectly and it's so much fun. So at the moment it's not working and it's really annoying, and I'm not really sure how to get it to fix. But as soon as it starts working, I will publish the map, and then just pray that for other people it works. Maybe in the real game, in the full Far Cry 5 game, it'll actually work properly. I have no idea. No idea at all. But anyway, it makes the tour of the map a little easier. So the next major thing is I've done all the sort of detailed objects and decals and dirt and debris and stuff, and some extra effects, like there's this sort of gentle fog that hopefully gives the map a bit more atmosphere, but you can see there's sort of dirt everywhere and debris, rocks and cables, lots of cables in the starting room, just like in the real map from Call of Duty. There's an ammo pile here. I added about 2 or 3 more ammo piles just so that there's plenty of ammo around the map. You can see these hallways are no longer just empty. They've got like crates and stuff in. Same down here. I think this one's the same as an enemy. Filing cabinets. Lots of filing cabinets and crates. There's another enemy there. I also toned down the AI spawning frequency, which I'm yet to be able to test because this glitch happens where they don't come into the map, but when it does work, which has been rare, when every window works and all the zombies come in, it's so much fun, but it's really overwhelmingly difficult. I think there's just too many zombies, especially for someone who's just a new player who hasn't played the map before. Obviously I know where they come from and I've done it loads of times, so it's not that bad, but I changed I think the spawning cooldown from 1.5 seconds to 4 seconds, so now that they should sort of not all spam in at once, I hope. But like I said, I won't be able to test it until the glitch stops happening. So let's see what's down here. See this window as well, it's got stuff in it as well. If we move up, let's go this way. I've put in... There's a zombie. I've put in these walls here. They're destructible objects, and there's one on the other side as well, which I'll show, and they reflect the gates that close or disappear when the power's turned on. I thought they were a good balance between closing the map off like at the start completely, and hoping, especially on that side, that it will kind of encourage players to go round this way to get to the power, the mainframe. I've put arrows on the floor as well. But it is destructible, so if it gets shot down, it gets shot down, which is fine, especially from the other side. Let's kill these guys as well. There you go. Yeah, this is a good example of them just not knowing how to vault. I have no idea why. It's very annoying. It's quite cool seeing your AI help you shoot. So if we go in here, you see I will get some throttling because my computer doesn't handle this program very well, but lots of dirt and mess and debris and stuff, so it just feels a little more kind of used and less empty, even through these windows. Now, what else have I changed? So the box I've changed a little bit. I've changed the script, so I'll start showing you them. So now, yeah, you walk towards it, and the light appears to sort of grab your attention. And I'll also note that all the boxes are available from the start of the game now. You see all the blue lights in the sky. So if we go, let's just do this one first. This is what happens now. It's a little simpler. So yeah, you get a little sound effect, the weapon spawns, and some music plays for 15 seconds, and if you don't pick up the weapon by then, it turns off. So you get like a time limit. So it's a little, hopefully, you don't have to run around the map for no reason to chase all the boxes. And I've also changed the weapons that actually spawn, so there's a little more viable. So instead of the Magnum, you get Desert Eagle. Instead of the Dragunov sniper rifle, you get like a really high-powered sniper rifle. Now, I came into this room, which I was going to save for later, but what it's done is spawned another waypoint over there. So we'll go to that, because what I should have shown you was that where that waypoint is, there is a gate that is blocking off another area, kind of like the Pack-a-Punch at the start. Yeah, so I will show you that in a moment, but I'll just show you the rest of the map. There's another box. Spawns a big chunky sniper rifle. Really powerful and actually quite effective. I like how this door turned out, it's quite nice. There's more zombies. Yeah. In here is decorated as well. We'll drop down here. I removed, there's an invisible wall here. I removed it and made a cubby hole with some ammo because I realized the real Call of Duty map actually does have gaps here, I think. And I removed these railings so you can drop off. Less likely to get stuck on the stairs with AI. But we'll go back over here. We'll go back to the starting room. AI. Oh, still don't know what to do. Again, yeah, it's just a case of sort of, I guess, reloading the map constantly and praying that it just decides to work one day. I don't know if it's because the budget's getting close. Like, I really nearly filled up the lights and VFX budget. That's the only category that's almost completely full. Textures and memory are quite full. Objects not even close. I actually filled up the lighting budget suddenly, and I was really confused as to why, because I just selected about 20 different lights and lowered their render distance down so that they wouldn't be as intensive, and then it filled the budget, and I was really confused and kind of panicked. And it turns out that when I selected all the lights, I'd accidentally cloned them all twice, so there were about 30, 40 extra new lights that I didn't need. And so I found them and deleted them, and the budget went back down. I don't remember what gun is here. Ah, Desert Eagle, that one. Anyway, you can see this room has obviously had a nice makeover. There's another arrow to help guide you the right way. Barrels in the center which weren't here before. You can't climb on them. And if we go into here, this is where the gate was that unspawned when this waypoint appeared. And it's the kind of fire in this cubbyhole. And what happens? Let me just kill this guy. What happens when you walk into it? It spawns the, I forget the name, but it's the alien shotgun. And it stays there forever, so that's quite handy. So it's part of your journey to work up towards unlimited ammo weaponry. There's 3 alien guns in the map. So let's go upstairs, I suppose. We'll go upstairs and check out this room first. So more detail in this room. It's quite nice. Also did the ceiling a bit more frameworks and stuff. Stuff you probably won't notice, but still. So this is one of the teleporter rooms that we've seen before. I changed the big vats, so now they've got some kind of smoky steam, and also kill you. It's fun. The liquid swirls in a circle. It's really cool. I use the rotating cylinder objects to do it. Just makes it look a little more lively, and you've got the bubbly sounds as well. There's a map, because I noticed the Call of Duty map has like a big map with all the what is it, the box locations or something on it, so I've put those in the right places. Here's the little room where you get grenades, another ammo crate, and some goo. So sadly, Far Cry doesn't have any like test tubes or green glowing test tube like assets or anything, so I couldn't really do anything there, but oh well. There's another locked off teleporter. This is the box where the MG42 spawns. I've added blood streaks that you'll see around the map, with like next to doors and stuff, and more like bits and bobs like that. The outside of the map has been decorated a bit more with just debris and junk piles everywhere. Balconies have been added to the buildings because I noticed a lot of them were missing. Anyway, if we move back over here, let's go. I guess you see the perp machines that are turned off. I've already shown you those. Just more detail around the map. If we cross the bridge before we jump down, I gave this hallway a little bit of a kind of spicing up of a metal ceiling. Wow. That's okay. One thing I'm going to do is further tweak the lighting render distance for most of the lights, unless there's like a one that you can see from across the map, because it just, I don't know how it'll pan out when I publish this and play it in Far Cry 5, but at the moment the lights just like appear through walls. It's really annoying. It just makes it look a lot less realistic, but yeah, we'll see. Proximity mines. So you've seen this. Some of these I removed the kind of texture so it was a window, and changed it so it more was like a door, because I noticed that the real map did that a lot. And perk machines have arrows on them, hopefully to sort of draw players towards them once the power's turned on. Anyway, so we'll drop down. I'll just quickly show you the outside bit here, which is blocked off before. See if we can kill him. Cabling everywhere, just like in the starting room. Try to add a lot of cables. more blood and bullet holes and stuff like that. At a certain point I started just going my own way with details because it was just getting a bit too laborious following videos and pictures as reference just meticulously. So this room is probably quite different from the real game, but it's just plenty sort of adequate detail and stuff like that. Anyway, if we go through here, here's the main courtyard. I'll show you inside there. Come here. You as well. Right. Yeah, so let's see, this one spawns you a assault rifle. It's hopefully the first one people try, but I'm not sure. I had to rework the box scripts as well because they all had 15-second delays for the lights and stuff, but I changed it now so that it instead despawns the light that was there and adds a new one that spawns for 15 seconds instead, and that way you don't have script delays, so you can use the box and you can immediately run over here and turn on the power. So I had to do that around the map. Anyway, there's another arrow. Let's turn the power on. The power itself has had a bit of a makeover, so it looks a lot more like the real thing in Call of Duty. Anyway, we'll turn it on. I've changed some noises too. Yeah, so changed the sounds a little bit and made the trigger box a little bigger. But I kind of like how it lights the fog up and stuff like that as well. I'd really like to show you guys gameplay with the spawns working properly, because it's so much fun just defending here with your allies and stuff. But I really I found this kind of eerie engine noise that links to the power, and it makes a big difference when you're listening to the map before and after you turn the power on. It really feels like there's an engine going, powering everything, and all the lights go on and stuff like that. So let's see if I break down the door for this one. Go in here. I added letter codes reflecting each teleporter as well. Sadly you can't add little dashes. I wish I could put in a hyphen, but you can't. These zip lines that I've put in as cabling, I noticed once when I was playing that you could actually accidentally jump from there and catch that zip line and end up out of bounds, and you'd be trapped in the little box there, so I had to put an invisible wall to fix that. Quick revive I've made a bit shorter, just because that's how it is in the game. Decorated in there. Decorated down here as well, if we jump down here. So this hallway is detailed, and there's an ammo pack in there as well. Replaced the stairs here that were originally solid with hollow stairs, just like in the zombies map. More debris everywhere. I think that's sort of it as far as I remember. I replaced this weapon as well with the obliterator instead of the nut hugger, because the nut hugger was just sort of hard to use. But it looks really pretty. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Who do we see there? Yeah, it's definitely faithful to the original, but with a sort of extra details and slight twists of effects and stuff. That's my own personal take, but perfectly playable. So yeah, if I can get some gameplay of the windows actually working properly, that would be great, because then I can show you guys how much fun it is, and I can actually test the sort of slower spawning that I did and see if it works. Yeah, I will just grab this wonder weapon as well. I won't grab it, but I'll spawn it just so you see it. So that's the third, essentially a wonder weapon, I guess you could call them. Sniping them is really fun, getting collateral hits, because this is a very powerful sniper. But anyway, I think that's it for this update. After this, I'll think about adding some text in front of the player at the beginning. Despawns at some point. Yeah, and then hopefully if the windows work I can publish the damn thing, because it's been 2 years since I've actually published it, well, made it. So yeah, that's all for this update. Thanks for watching.